Hey. Good afternoon. What up, fam? Come on in the room, everybody. Come on in the room. We're inside the Grown Folks Relationship Hour. Afternoon, Kenya. How you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, be good about cut your mic on, right?
Yeah. I didn't
everybody?
hear myself.
Yeah.
All right.
What's everybody doing, man? Welcome. Hopefully you're having a good day so far. Yes, sir. Thumbs up if you're having a good day so far. I'm going to give our telephone number out so you can call and get through if you want to chat with us. It's 888-409-0931.
I always love when people call.
Yes, it's always good to talk to you, hear your voice. So we'll do that too.
Yeah.
What's up to June, Trina, Jeremy, Dwayne, George in the building.
Hey, y'all.
Did anybody go see my my woman's movie, Taraji P. Henson?
Oh, did you see it?
I didn't see it.
What?
Yeah, I had to work.
What kind of Taraji fan are you?
Yeah,
Cookie is going to dump you now.
The kind that, she loves. She loves me.
Hard working, huh?
Yeah, she understands. She's like, oh, my baby had to work. I said, yeah, I know, baby. Daddy gonna watch the movie for you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna support.
I got to see that, though.
Yeah.
Seems like a really good movie.
Was it a good movie? Acrimony. Was it a good movie, guys? What are your thoughts on Acrimony? I gotta go see that movie. Hey, guess who's on Facebook?
Who?
Kenya Brown. I just saw that she popped up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see if we can help out this person with a real-life dilemma and situation today, guys. Give you a non-biased opinion at 888-409-0931. Leave it on the comments section as well. Let's chime on in.
All right. Dear Sam, I need to know if I'm enabling my husband with what I think is an addiction to drugs. We've been together for 23 years. I didn't know about the drug use in the beginning, but once I found out, I expressed my dislike. My problem is that I wish I had been strong enough to tell him to leave him when he started using in our home. He goes to work every day and holds up his end of the financial responsibilities of the household. I have begged and pleaded for him to quit and get help, and because he is what you would call a functional drug addict, he doesn't think he has a problem. I have tried to make myself believe that because he only does it 2 or 3 times a week, that he doesn't have a problem. I have told him that it's disrespectful to get high in our home. He tells me that he is grown, and because it's his home too, it's not disrespectful. We are both in our 50s, and I don't want to live my life, or what I have left of it, married to someone on drugs. Am I wrong? And is there something wrong with me? More importantly, how do I help someone who doesn't think they need help?
Yeah, well, I know the question has been, what type of drugs is he taking? Because some people feel that weed is tolerable. Like one woman just said that weed is tolerable. She could tolerate someone smoking weed getting high.
Right. I mean, you have to, that's a key thing to mention, is he like doing crack a couple times a week, or is he smoking some weed? Is he drinking alcohol? She wouldn't consider that getting high, right?
No, she said drugs.
Because if it was heroin or crack or meth, people don't do like that stuff occasionally, do they?
I don't know. Let me see.
Is there like an occasional
hold on.
heroin user or an occasional
I couldn't do that.
crack user?
I couldn't. Just that hurts. No, I imagine they probably would do it every day.
Huh.
I would think that someone who does that. Anyone on here ever use heroin? Like, were you addicted and you got off? I pray to God you did, or you're not still doing it.
I don't think anybody's going to tell us.
Yeah, they're not going to tell us.
Huh.
If you have been delivered from that, I want to hear from you.
I do know people that have been delivered from crack.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But weed, I don't know. I don't know if that's a big deal.
Is weed a big deal to you guys? Is that a deal breaker?
That's like drinking alcohol. Alcohol does worse things to the body
than marijuana
does.
Yeah, it does. It does. However, I remember one time I prayed to God to let the high come down. I got real high one day. And this is when Dro came out. You remember Dro?
Right.
And I was in the middle of the street. I got out of my car. I was like, oh,
that was some good stuff.
Man. It was about 100 degrees too that afternoon, so. And I had smoked like a half a blunt by myself.
Oh.
And yeah, I was.
So you were just seeing stars.
I said, Lord, if you just let me come down, I'll never get this high ever again.
Right.
You heard what I said?
Ever.
I was like, and so I don't like not being in control.
Yeah.
I have to be in control of my situation.
Right.
I was like, Jay. Oh, there people blowing their car. You get in the car, blowing their horn. You get in the car. I'm talking to the Lord right now.
Oh, good.
I'm high. Jesus.
Oh, help him, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, we're going to say a prayer right now.
I was mad. And so I was like, I cannot. No. And then I told y'all the story early on today about how this weed in Chicago, synthetic weed, that is laced with rat poisoning, and like 50 people have been hospitalized and 2 people died.
Yeah, you might not want to do that.
Yeah, they were selling it at the corner stores. So people have been arrested for that.
Yeah. Well, a couple people spoke to this point.
Okay.
Arkia said, is it weed or crack? That's my question. Weed is tolerable. All that other S is he definitely needs to seek help. Rochelle said, weed is a whole lot different from other drugs. No, I don't smoke weed either. Heroin and crack is definitely a whole other animal, though.
Yeah.
I agree that weed is tolerable, but nothing else.
Like I didn't know people get high off cigars until, later on.
Do they?
Yeah, you get a buzz from smoking cigars.
Okay, so I tried. I went. Do you
You don't
remember
get
that
you don't get
club?
high like you do weed though, but you get a nice buzz.
Do you remember that Humidor Club? It used to be down on East 6.
Yes.
So I went in there and I thought that I was going to be so big and bad, and I just wanted to sit in the humidor and smoke a cigar. But nobody told me you weren't supposed to inhale.
Oh
it.
no, did you throw up?
I was so sick. I felt like I was plaid walking out of there. It was just not
that
a
happened
good
one
experience.
time. Yeah, you can't do that.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's when you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't do it. You just enjoy the taste of the cigar. And you don't do it like we don't do like weed.
Take it all in. Yeah. Well.
You don't do that.
So if anybody goes to smoke cigars with somebody, please tell them don't inhale, or they'll be really sick.
But let's really get to this, because I don't want. She brings up something. She's in her 50s.
Yeah.
And she says that she don't want to be. She says, we both are in our 50s, and I don't want to live my life or what I have left of it married to someone on drugs.
I mean, a lot of people, older or younger, might consider weed as a hardcore drug, because it was, for so many years. Now it's just now becoming legal across the country.
States, yeah.
It's legal here now.
Wait.
Not the flower. You can't smoke the flower.
What's
in
legal
Ohio.
here? Marijuana. I mean, the medical stuff is
medical.
But I'm talking about the stuff with, hey, call your boy.
Yeah, no,
that's not okay.
Not what Raheem brought you.
Okay.
over. Yeah,
So
no,
that doesn't matter.
But I mean, it's still a very legal thing, because they found a lot of health benefits to weed for anxiety, different things.
They did find something for anxiety in weed?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It helps. The same way that people drink a glass of wine, some people are intolerant to alcohol. So marijuana is, more helpful for pain and a lot of different ailments. So
the big thing, she says, how do you get somebody help if they don't identify that they have a problem?
Well, I guess that's why I'm saying these other things, is so that she can understand that some people don't think that marijuana, if that is the drug, because, it's kind of hard to give advice without knowing what the drug is. So, some people don't think it's hardcore drugs or that he would need help for weed. But Dominique said prayer works. Drug addiction is progressive. Drugs make people lie, believing their lies are true. Drug addiction does not love anyone or anything except the drugs. Drug addiction can put the user in unwanted or desired sexual indiscretion. Drug addiction not only affects the user, it destroys the home and family from the inside out. Ask most any recovering addict of any drug. They will tell you they started smoking weed or drinking those things were not enough when life closes in, and they went to stronger drugs. Prayer works.
Yeah. I don't never want to. Yeah. I just don't want to. I don't want to get high like that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, true story. I won't say the person's name. They apologized to me. But I got high one time smoking some weed, and they put there was some stuff in it.
Ooh.
They laced that with some cane.
Mm-hmm.
That was the worst. I was like, no. And then so somebody told me, such and such. I said, never again.
Yeah, that's not cool.
When I tell you, Negro, I don't want to. No, I mean, if you like drugs, it probably was good. I was like, no.
Yes.
See, weed is a different thing, but when you going back what the person said, that some people start off with weed and then they put something else on. Listen, let me tell you something. I was high for a long time. Like weed, you high for like, you come down, you smoke weed right now and then go and do whatever.
Yeah.
No, I was like, what?
Yeah, I can't.
And so I can't, and I thank God I didn't want no more. I had no desire for it. In fact, it made me say, well, I don't want to get high, and nah, leave me alone. But it was so powerful.
But if he's coming home, she said he's taking care of all his financial responsibilities.
Yeah,
so it's not like the money is flying out the window.
But what happened if he wants something stronger? Going back to the point I brought up, and the person said, what happened if he wants something? Because like for example, you could have a favorite drink of alcohol, right? Mm-hmm. And then it becomes you're not really like I used to like Jack Daniels. I don't want any Jack Daniels anymore.
Right.
Don't have a taste for it. Need something else on a high level.
Yeah.
So I think that's what can happen with drugs. Let's take some phone calls. Sam Silk Show. Hello.
Yo, Sam.
Yes, sir.
That is a huge problem, particularly in a county like Cuyahoga County, if that's where she is.
Mm-hmm.
And if you should not be addicted to anything, whether you're happily addicted to it or unhappily addicted to it. So especially something like that, which is a foul problem, drug addiction. So she needs to ask herself to what degree can she manage the bills on her own without him. If they have children, to what degree can she manage those children with him as a drug addict, but without her as a wife? And ask him straight up, to what degree are you willing to stick with this at the discontent of our relationship? And if he says he's willing to stick with it indefinitely because he's happy with himself, she needs to raise up, because that's not a problem that's going to go away if somebody's embracing such a bad, foul habit. It doesn't give any productive value to his well-being at all. So she needs to get those questions answered and then make a decision on whether she's going to raise up or not.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
It could turn. It could turn like folks are saying, man. They say, oh, it's just weed, but some people they can want the next thing.
Yeah, and it may not even be the illegal narcotics. I mean, nicotine is a narcotic. I wouldn't deal with a smoker, man. And there are a lot of people that wouldn't deal with that.
Yeah.
But it's so common in this county and in this city that people have those problems that it's acceptable because it's almost like it's not that big a deal. There's a lot of folks that deal with this. And like she said, he's a functional drug addict. But he's functional for the things that are non-contributors to her direct happiness. But for the things that are contributors to her direct happiness, the drug problem is the problem. And he can't make that functional because she ain't functioning with it. Man, that's sad. you might want to come back to this one another time too. Let some folks call in that they got that issue for real and answer it.
All right.
Later, man.
All right, thanks a lot. Sam Silk Show, hello.
Hello, is this 93.1?
Yes, how do you help this woman out? Help us out, Queen.
Well, I am a recovering drug addict, and last year in January, I married a drug addict. He was actually my friend for like 20-something years. He went to jail. He got out of jail. We got married. He relapsed on drugs. I figured we all have our addictions, whether it's drugs, whether it's food, or whatever. I want my husband. I'm willing to work it out. Just come home at night. Don't stay gone. He was doing the same thing. He was giving me half of the money for the rent, helping me buy food. He was helping me do everything. Bottom line is, eventually, this was January of last year. From January of last year to September, he started staying away from home a day, 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, and I couldn't take it no more, so I got a divorce.
Man.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, sorry to hear that one, dear.
Yes, so I guess it depends on her tolerance. It's only very few people that can do drugs and be functional drug users. It's very, very few. So it depends on her love and her tolerance to stay with her husband and work it out. I don't know. I didn't hear what drug her husband is doing, but it's all on her.
Do you
It's
consider?
hard.
Do you consider weed like a hardcore drug as well?
I do not.
Okay.
Why not?
I do not because I smoke weed on and off, and I lost my son September 30th, and weed doesn't, like, I felt suicidal after I lost my son, so we kind of like, I don't feel suicidal, but I still feel the hurt and pain of losing my son. So to me, it helps ease the pain some. It keeps me calmer than I would be without it.
Wow.
Right.
All right. Thanks for the call.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You guys are hearing it. Yeah, that was a story there.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a story there. And you know what? This is a real, like my brother said, this is a real big problem, especially in Ohio. So many people.
Everywhere.
I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
I've probably heard more stories now than I've ever heard of people. I remember we had to call the somebody had passed out, sleeping back in my lot. They was on that what they call it, Epidoid or something.
That fentanyl or
something. Yeah.
Yeah. The opioid.
Opioid.
Stuff.
That's what it
Right.
is. Dude was gone, and the lady was in there getting
Yeah.
high with him, and she left. She did say that something was wrong with him, and she took off, and they had to come and give him some shots to bring him back to life,
Yeah, that was that.
or bring him back around, whatever they call it.
That fentanyl stuff. That's the stuff that Prince died from. Yeah. So I mean, it depends on your tolerance. If some people feel that alcohol is too much. I mean, because it is a lot. It can, change your whole life. Weed, if it's not something that she can bear,
Yeah.
then I mean.
888-409-0931. Help her out. More comments coming in.
Okay. Kanea, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Said, you can't help an addict that doesn't want help. He has to want to be clean for him and nobody else. And that is the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Juanita said, he is not going to change. He loves doing drugs. And if you stayed with him this long knowing he is doing drugs, why should he stop? You are an enabler, and nothing you say now will make him stop. Good luck. You waited too long. Wow.
And that's 23 years they've been married. 23 years.
Dwayne said if he still holds his responsibility, he's not on hardcore drugs. That was my thought.
Hey, try the number now, 888-409. Oh, you know what? I gave you the wrong number. That's why. It's 0931. I'm sorry, bro. Dwayne wanted to call in. That's my apologies. Can I change that? I don't think so now.
You can edit it.
Okay.
Robert said, first of all, a couple don't get to know each other until they get married. Secondly, if
Okay.
you love him, you should help him, not beat him up. Third, if you keep driving him, he may not stop. And most of all, God is able to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And Renee and Rashal said he has to want to get help for himself.
Right.
Yeah.
888-409-0931. That's the number. My bad. Dwayne wanted to call in, and I had the wrong number up there. I apologize.
Sorry, Dwayne. Okay. Payne said, but doing drugs is something hard to come from if it's meth, coke, and the other harmful ones. Plus, this guy is 50 years old. He's got to let the drugs go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like you said. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Sam?
You got it. Who's Dwayne?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and speak on it, man. Help the queen out.
All right. First off, I want to tell you that y'all got the wrong number posted on your page.
Yeah,
I'm
we
saying-
acknowledged it already. We changed it for you.
Oh,
Apologize.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is he a functioning addict? And he can't be a hardcore drug addict because he wouldn't be functional like that. It pull you away too much. If he's still going on with his everyday life, then just let him continue on, I'm saying, with his everyday life and continue to love him like you've been loving him all these years. Why stop now?
Right?
Got
And
it.
she been doing it all this time. It has to be weed because it can't be nothing else. He's functional. He still pays bills. He still come home at night. He still interact with her. It can't be nothing hardcore. She just being real finicky and picky. I think she's searching for a way to get out.
Oh, that's what you think it is.
Oh, wow.
You know, because people are when it comes to drugs, people will tell you what they using.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, typically, they'll say, well, he's on cocaine, he's on heroin, he's on,
And he's doing it at home, so it's not like he's hiding what he's doing.
and it's 3 times a week. That sounds like a weed smoker.
He sounds like
Yeah. It sounds like me. It sound like, shit, I do 3 times a week. I get up, I go to work, I'm functional, I still communicate back and forth, I'm saying, with me and my girl, and I'm fine. I don't want nothing else. I don't want nothing else. And it's probably because I done seen all the worst of a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm cool with that little, that little recreation. That's cool for me. But dude, it's just got to be something minute. I think she's fishing for a way to get out.
All right.
maybe so.
All right, bruh. So,
All right, y'all.
Why do you smoke weed? Tell us. What is it about weed that, what is it about it?
Well, it's actually a nice relaxer to me. It's a nice relaxer to me. I don't look for nothing else. I just look for it to be relaxed. And, that's probably why I only do it a couple of days out of the week, because I just look to be relaxed by it. That's all. That's all they can do for me. I'm not looking for nothing else. I don't need nothing else.
Got it. All right. Thanks for the call, man.
All right, have a good one.
Yep. Yeah. He might hit on something, because people typically tell you what type of drug someone's using.
Right.
Like if it's in the house, she says 2 or 3 times. It has to be. It has to be
it
weed.
has to be.
Because I can't see him just laying out with cocaine. She would have told you it was cocaine right there.
Right. Yeah, he's snorting cocaine.
Right.
Or
She would have been blunt to say that. So will weed end a marriage, you guys? What's up, Candace Kelly? She's checking in. What are your take on it before we wrap it up? 888-409-0931. We want to get your take.
And Janae said, what made her want advice now? Maybe he started doing stronger drugs than before. She didn't mention that either, so
Yeah, she
we don't
didn't.
know. We don't know.
We's don't know.
Kelly said it doesn't sound like he wants to quit, and until he does, there's nothing she can do. Sounds like he loves the drugs more than he loves his wife, especially if he isn't even willing to try. Tiffany said, I wonder, did she once do it with him and then stop and now it's a problem?
No, I don't think she did. She would have said it.
No,
I don't think she did.
You know how old, I don't know, older women probably be like, hey, smoking that stuff, you know, that's hardcore to some people. So, I mean, if you can't tolerate it, then don't.
All right, guys. Leave your comment here. We appreciate you today. Help this woman out. Hopefully she's getting the help that she needs and make a sound decision because you guys don't know her. So you give your unbiased opinion, and we appreciate it so much. All right. What's up? Kent Ferguson checking in. How you been, bro? Chandra, how you doing? What's going on? All right. Leave your comments right here. Tune in on the radio. If you're not in Cleveland, download the 93.1 WZAK app, and you can listen to the entire radio show. Having a whole lot of fun on here, man. We do it again tomorrow.
Ain't nobody hot.